Hey guys, today I want to introduce you to my favourite VST drum synth. This is the DSK mini drums. It's absolutely fantastic. Very, very simple. You've got your levels which can be adjusted, a little bit of filter with your cut and resonance. I wouldn't mess around with that too much, to be honest. This is my favourite, the Yamaha RX11, and it doesn't sound amazing out of the box. I'll just give you a bit of a demonstration. So you can't really hear it, so what we do is we drop a little bit of a compressor on there, whack that gain up, yeah! Just add a vintage R because we like creating sort of 80s sounding stuff, and we're going to add a little bit of reverb there as well, so a little bit where, a little bit DC, there we go, bow bow bow. So we got a little bit of power out of that one, but I like this one, it's my favourite, we're going to go through all of the ones, starting with the ace tone rhythm ace. So here goes. Not really a fan of this one, to be honest. It's not got much power. It's nice to create some background stuff, but I've never really used it. The Akai XE8's a little bit better. It's got a nice sort of power in there in certain notes, should I say. This is not too bad. We've got a pretty decent kick. It's a little bit aggressive, not too bad. But yeah, it's better than the initial one. Then we move on to the Akai XR10. Now this is a little bit more expansive, so we're going to go through this one. So with this one you've got a much wider range, which is quite nice actually. The Akai XR10 I've used in about 3 or 4 tracks. It's not a bad piece, but it's not my favourite. The early, oh god, I don't like this one. Yeah, just not a fan of the Alesis. I've never really liked Alesis equipment, to be honest, anyway, so what can I say? Next we've got the Boss DR55. Really simple, really small. I don't really use this one. Now the Boss DR220 is a little bit different. It's got a much wider range, and you don't have to look forever for a note because you can find some really decent ones. Just show you that kick again. Nice and aggressive. It's good, pretty good. So anyway, we're going to change up and go to the Frick. I use the Frick a little bit because I like the kick sound from it. I don't know why, it just seems to really sort of pump in my ears nicely. There we go, and this is the kick. As you can see, it's an aggressive kick. I like aggression. It's good. Not in relationships, though. So anyway, on to the next one. Oops. I'm imagining you can get a lot of nice tracks out of the Kawai R50, so, you know, but it just doesn't fit in with my normal style of music. So, but it's a really good sort of kit. It got some really nice sounds in there. We'll move on. The DDD1. That's for someone who really likes the D. There's some really nice sort of hissing sounds with the cymbals in this one, so that's quite good. The kick is it's a nice aggressive sort of kick, so it's a pretty decent piece of kit. The DDM 110. Not a bad sort of soundscape. Listen to the kick again. Nice and aggressive. We want aggressive kicks, it's good. We just don't want to be aggressively kicked. So the Marshall Synsonic, I'm not really a fan of, but you'll see why now. What was that sort of sound. Oh my god, it's awful. Anyway. I'm not really a fan of the MXR 185, but you can probably tell why. The Roland CR78. There's a couple of nice little sort of 80s sounds in there, but I wouldn't really use the Roland CR78 for anything other than that. Let's see the TR606. Not really anything impressive. On to the next one. The TR727. Some pretty decent sort of sounds that you can get in there, but not really one of my favourites. The TR808. Nothing special. Moving on to the TR909. There's some pretty powerful sounds in there, but I just wouldn't use this one. The drum tracks. Considering the fact that there's not that many drums with the drum tracks one, there's quite a lot of variance between them, so you can get quite a lot out of this one if you were to play around with it for quite a bit. Anyway, on to the next one. The SCI Tom. Not too bad, not one of my favourites though. And on to my favourite. Yamaha always has some really good sounds. I love it for its kicks. Nice and aggressive. And you can just sort of... so, for example... So... you can get some really, really good sort of sounds out of this one. Anyway, that's just a very basic overview of all of the drums on the DSK mini drums. I highly recommend checking it out, downloading it and playing it around for yourself. This is just a very basic overview of an absolutely fantastic drum synthesizer, and I highly recommend you test it and give it a shot when you're making music. I hope it's been helpful, and have a fantastic day.